Hi everyone, this is Brian Hayes, and welcome to a discussion on synthetic reeds for saxophone. I've been a player of synthetic reeds on all of my saxophones for about 37 years now. That's on soprano, alto, tenor and baritone. Throughout that time, I have played exclusively the Barry USA brand of synthetic reeds. Now, Barry produced two different types of synthetic reeds. I've got in my hand here what they call the Barry Star reed. And you can see it's a darker sort of coloured material. The Barry reeds are precision cut from the synthetic material. They're not moulded. A lot of the cheaper synthetic reeds nowadays and in the past have been moulded in the same way that a cheap plastic toy is moulded. These are actually computer cut from a block of the synthetic material. They're beautifully made, beautifully presented in the carry case. Now the carry case has a rubberized dot on one side of the case, and when you close the case up and snap it shut, you'll see that that soft bullet sort of point dot there holds the reed perfectly firm on a flat surface within the case. So it's a fantastic way to transport your reed and leave it in the sax case in the Barry carry case. You don't need a reed guard of any kind. These reeds are not affected by humidity or moisture, so you haven't got to have any special care for them. You just wash them clean under cold running water and just wipe them dry with a lint-free cloth. Now the other style of Barry reed is this one here, and this is what Barry call their original. So Barry have been making these reeds for decades. The original pioneer of the Barry company was one of the world's first synthetic reed makers. You can see that this material is more clear. You can almost see through it. There's the Barry Star in this hand here. There's the Barry Original. Playing wise, they play at exactly the same strength. They play with the same playing characteristics. The difference is the Original is slightly brighter in sound than the Barry Star. Now, I prefer the Barry Star on my alto and tenor saxophones and the Barry Original on my soprano and baritone saxophones. But that's just my personal choice. And it also depends on the mouthpiece setup you use, the ligature, the inherent brightness or darkness of the brand, model, era of the saxophone you play, and also your own inherent bright or dark playing characteristic. Remembering that our human body forms part of the total air column that produces the saxophone sound. It's not just the air vibrating inside of the saxophone, it's actually the air vibrating inside of our oral cavity and our lungs and our body itself, and that's why some people play with a naturally brighter sound than others. As I mentioned, I've been playing the Barry synthetic reeds exclusively all of my saxophone playing career, and every note that you hear on my website and every note that you hear on my many YouTube video tutorial clips is being produced by a Barry synthetic reed on my various saxophones. This is the earliest box that I've retained of Barry synthetic reeds. I'm just covering up my street address there, but you'll notice B&M Music, that's my business name. And over here on the right-hand side, the top right-hand side, if I bring that close to the camera, you'll see that the postage date there is the 25th of January, 1991. Now, I've been playing the Barry reeds since around about 1980, but this is the oldest box of reeds that I have still retained from Barry, and I'll just open this box up for you. These are reeds that I have not played, and I'll just grab out one of the alto medium synthetic reeds, and this is the former, one of the many different marketing boxes that Barry have used to transport their reeds over the years. You can see that the current casing is much more I guess, professional and a better way to actually hold the reed. In the early days, the Barry reeds were transported with a paper insert like that, showing you what the reed is and an address on the back, and also a little bit of maintenance information printed on the inside of that material. And the reed itself sat on a foam bed. But this is a Barry original reed. This is prior to when they introduced the star reed. This reed there hasn't been a note played on this reed. This is one of probably about 10 of this era reeds, brand new, that I've still got sitting in this box here. And what I just want to show you is how amazing these reeds are. So this reed here is about 26.5 years old. It's been in my possession for more than 26 years, and I've never played a note on this reed. What I want to do now is I will put this reed on my alto saxophone, and you will witness on this YouTube video clip the first vibration of this reed in over 26 years. So let's have a listen to how a Barry synthetic reed has withstood the test of time sitting idle in the packaging. And let's have a listen to what it sounds like when put into motion, when air passes by that reed and forces it to vibrate more than 26 years after it arrived down under here on Australian shores. Okay, so here we go. Here is the Barry reed. I haven't wet the reed, I haven't rubbed the reed, I haven't tried to prep it in any way. I just put this reed that has never been played in more than 26 years onto my mouthpiece, tighten the ligature, and you're now going to witness how a Barry synthetic reed reacts after 26 years of sitting idle. The answer is it plays brilliantly. It plays every bit as good as a brand new Barry synthetic reed if you went into a shop and purchased it today. And it plays considerably better than most of the very best cane reeds. Had I have moistened that reed, trimmed it, rubbed my thumb on the paws, gave it its break-in time, played a few notes, put it back in the reed guard, put it in a humidity-controlled environment, take it out again tomorrow and try and break it in. It's just amazing how user-friendly and musical the Barry USA synthetic reeds are. And that's why I've played them exclusively for virtually my entire saxophone career. What I'm now going to do is play just a few notes on my soprano saxophone, my tenor saxophone, and my baritone saxophone. But as I said, if you want to hear the potential of these reeds, check out the many saxophone tracks on my website at www.brianhayes.biz, B-I-Z, and check out any of my saxophone tutorials or video clips on YouTube, and you will be hearing either a Barry star reed, if you're hearing me playing alto or tenor, or a Barry original reed if you're hearing me playing on soprano or baritone saxophone. So let's have a listen to a Barry original reed on my Yanagasawa straight soprano. I'm playing the Yanagasawa number 5 hard rubber mouthpiece and the Yanagasawa nickel ligature. So the standard ligature that comes with the instrument and the standard hard rubber mouthpiece that comes with the Yanagasawa, or came with my Yanagasawa professional straight soprano that I've had for about 30 years. Let's have a listen to the Barry synthetic reeds on soprano sax. And here's the Barry synthetic reed on the tenor saxophone. And here's the Barry USA synthetic reed playing way down low on the baritone sax. Whether you're a player, a performer, a teacher, a recording artist, an absolute beginner, or a seasoned professional of 50 years or more playing, if you haven't checked out the Barry USA synthetic reeds for saxophone, I strongly suggest that you do. Today you heard how well these reeds play with no preparation, straight out of the box, straight on the instrument mouthpiece. In fact, you heard how well these reeds play straight out of the box 26 years after the reed was put into that carry case. Absolutely remarkable. The reeds come in two different styles, Barry Star, Barry Original, as I've demonstrated, the original being slightly brighter than the Barry Star. They come in strengths from soft, medium, medium hard, and hard. Since 2016, I've been a very proud distributor of the full range of Barry USA products here in Australia. So if you're watching this clip and you live in Australia and you're interested in exploring Barry synthetic reeds further, drop me an email. I'm happy to take you on that journey. If you live outside of Australia, contact Barry direct and I'll put their contact details on the screen for you. I hope you've learnt something from this clip and enjoyed it. As always, keep in touch via my website. That's www.brianhayes.biz. Subscribe to my YouTube channel and drop me an email if you have any questions about synthetic reeds for saxophone. Bye for now.